Day 214, Fisherman's Wharf. If you were to look up Fisherman's Wharf on Google Maps, which if you've gotten to day 214, then you know that Google Maps is by no means the expert and is by no means the defining authority. I'm a sixth generation San Franciscan, and that is the interpretation that I'm going to give y'all in my series. However, if you were to look up the geographic boundaries, I think Fisherman's Wharf is technically a part of Russian Hill. I consider them to be two completely different things. Fisherman's Wharf is as close as you get to the water. It's a wharf like it sounds like. Pretty much between Pier 39 on one side and Fort Mason on the other. And it's the wharf, and I would say like the first street, which Embarcadero, right? And then Jefferson, I think, is the one immediately after that. But it encompasses everything from, again, the big hill that is Fort Mason, and then there is the Maritime Museum, there's Aquatic Park, in no particular order as you're moving from the Fort Mason side. There is Ghirardelli Square, I absolutely consider to be a part of Fisherman's Wharf, and the Argonaut Hotel, and then you continue making your way up, staying as close to the water as possible. Then there's Pier 39 and all of those attractions. And I would say that that's where Fisherman's Wharf ends. And then it becomes the Embarcadero, going down to the ferry building, which is actually not that close to the area that I just mentioned. For your purposes, for your tourist purposes, a lot of that stuff that I just mentioned are things that you're probably going to want to see when you come to San Francisco. Here's my advice. There is no parking down there. Sure there is, but again, take it from someone, take it from me. Don't take a car down to Fisherman's Wharf. Our public transit is so amazing. These are the two things you want to pay attention to. The F train is the only train that runs a super awesome historic streetcars. I made a separate video about those. That train goes up Market Street. The final stop of the F train is Fisherman's Wharf. Okay? That's how I would recommend you get there. Leaving Fisherman's Wharf, you want to hop on a cable car? I would highly, highly recommend you do that at Beach and Hyde, which is the other end, and then you come up what I would consider the backwards way to end at 4th and Market. Many people do it the other way around, and then you're stuck out at Fisherman's Wharf. You usually have to deal with a really huge line, okay? Excuse me. Doing it the way that I just described, there's normally no line. You can get Irish coffee at the Buena Vista Cafe, which is directly across the street from the cable car turnaround at Beach and Hyde. Things are changing in San Francisco all the time, but my understanding and my experience is that if you want like the physical ticket, which some people want as a souvenir, they don't want to do things on digital, totally understand. Hey, come to San Francisco, right? My experience is that that's usually done easier, again, at the Beach and Hyde end, because 4th and Market just gets really insane. Again, I joke, but not so much, that people think that's like a San Francisco rite of passage to wait in that ridiculous line. Anyway, that's a little bit about the neighborhood that you will probably absolutely want to visit, known as Fisherman's Wharf.